Hey everybody, Jared Patchen here. I am in front of the Royce Air booth here at IWF. Royce Air makes tool holders, collets, compression bits, downcut bits, upcut bits, all the CNC tooling you need. And I think they also make shaper heads and all that kind of stuff. But the reason I'm here is because I have met Scott, one of the marketing guys, in past shows. And when I bought my CNC 7 months ago, I bought all their tool holders, collets, and all their CNC bits. The issue we're having is our dust collection sucks. I spent all my money on the CNC machine and getting it up and running. I had no money or really space left for a good dust collector. So we're dealing with probably a third of the time the machine's cutting. The other third we're loading and offloading the parts. And the last third we're using a shop vac and vacuuming off the spoil board, which just takes so much time. So I saw some of Royce Air's promotional videos, probably on Woodworking Network, and they have like this suction tool head for the tool holders. So I wanted to check that out because that might allow me to increase my dust collection without having to buy a $7,000 or $6,000 dust collector and install all that. If I can buy a new tool holder to get better dust collection, I'm going to try that before I buy a new dust collector. So let's take a look. So what we're looking at is, this is what that Vortex or Cyclone, I don't know what they call it, but this is what the head looks like. It's going to be in your CNC machine, and as this spins, these fins create an updraft to suck that dust out of the, out of the channel, whether it's a dado or whether it's an outline cut. And that hopefully is going to take care of my dust collection issues. So we'll find out. So it looks like they have a gigantic version, and then a much smaller version. I have no idea which one's mine, so let's go find somebody and find out. Sorry, Scott. Don't mean to draw you away.
I was just a really... It's hard. I thought you were coming yesterday, right? So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No worries. So, we've talked about these before.
We did.
So, I remember from what we've talked about in the past on phone conversations, this is all a one piece. It's not taking the place of a nut or the tightener.
No, it's all in one balance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what I just found out is, and then this is the hydraulic versus just the collet system.
Correct.
Yep. Just it happens to, this is that way, and you have a collet option too, or you only offer it in the hydraulic?
Only offer the hydraulic.
Okay. And then, if my dust collection is not horrible, if my dust collection is inadequate, how much of a bridge is this going to get from where I should be to where I am alone?
It is a vacuum assist.
Okay.
So the material is brought from the actual cutting surface up into the fan.
Okay.
It's then brought out through into the existing dust collection here.
Okay.
But if you have poor existing dust collection, the material will actually end up coming back down.
Okay.
The unit itself reacts very, very differently on different machines.
Okay.
So it's important that we identify which machine you're on.
Okay.
We have to be testing on your particular machine.
Yep, the Felder.
Show, so we're confident with that.
Okay.
The other advantage is what you alluded to was the balancing.
Okay.
We do a balance system G2.5 as one unit, so that you don't ever have to take it apart, and there's no danger of an imbalance when you're changing the tool.
And so right now I'm using ER40 collets.
Right.
But you were showing the hydraulic. It's just it's an Allen key,
it is.
or a nut.
Turn that.
I'm loosening it. Okay.
Now all you have to do is just slide that back in.
Tighten it up.
Half turn, and the tool is tight.
Really? That's it.
There's a bladder inside these walls. It creates hydraulic grease pressure. When you turn that actuator, it clamps the tool equally and with more force than the collet.
Rather than a bunch of little points on the collet.
Correct.
So if a tool holder collet is $100, how much is a tool holder hydraulic? 200? like twice the cost?
Hydraulic systems are certainly not the cheapest in the market.
Okay.
They are made in Sweden, proprietary product, so you're in the $600 range.
Okay, so maybe like 3 times or 4 times a collet system.
You're generally 3 to 4 times
Okay.
the price
Okay.
for the hydro.
Okay.
The cost benefit long term is not having to replace the collets.
Okay.
Obviously, collets should be changed every 600 hours.
Okay.
It doesn't always happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Over the course of a lot of production, it certainly would take that.
Well, and the other thing is, I don't have a torque wrench yet. I didn't, so, you know, we had the issue with the bit start pulling out. But if you don't buy the torque wrench and you go for some of these, I don't know. I guess it's some savings, but you're not really going to you're not going to spend the same amount of money. You're going to spend more.
Sure.
Just better performance, I assume.
The torque wrench, as a rule, we like to have for a number of different reasons in the facility.
Yeah.
Tightening knives, adjusting your hydro. So the torque wrench, I think, is an investment you can make for other reasons.